behind the scenes with future country rock blues kings and queens. Discover them first with Palm Mash TV. Palm Mash TV.
Well, hello there. It's Paul Mash TV time again. Thank you so much for joining us. We've got a great interview coming up again shortly. But don't forget about the subscribe button and bell buttons below you there, and you're always going to be notified of any new episodes coming your way. And leave a comment on the comment section if you'd like. And also pay attention to the description part, and it's going to be repeated at the closing credits at the end of the show. We'll have contact info for you, so I hope you'll stay tuned for that. From Sneads, Ferry, North Carolina today, we have Cano, very awesome hip-hop artist. I know you're really going to enjoy this guy. And we'll get to that in a second, but first there's a quick word from the Caden Gordon Show, so don't go away. We'll be right back right after this.
It is Caden from the Caden Gordon Show, today's best country mix. Check out my show at thecadengordonshow.com.
Okay, we're back, and with us from Sneads, Ferry, North Carolina today, we have Cano with us. Thanks for joining us, Cano.
No problem, man. Glad to be here.
Yeah, no problem. Well, you know, everybody, when it comes to music, they have their own story. Why don't you tell us a little bit about how it all began for you as far as being an artist? I'm sure you love music ever since you were a kid, maybe come much later than that. Tell everybody your story, though.
I've been rapping since I was about 11 years old, on the back of an elementary school bus when they came out with Get Low. Everybody knows the Lil Jon song everybody loves and adores. I've rapped in the day and the night, and I became to a profession to where even up till now, I still freestyle. All my music quality, it may sound written, but it's literally off my soul and my heart. I spit everything freestyle wise. I had plenty of friends that like saying, dude, you rap great. You go down the street, you rap all that stuff. But now there's a dude named Rich Homie Quan out there, where I swear to God, a month ago you were saying swimming like Moses. And now he's out there making money for it. Stop going down the street and giving all these rappers your words, man. Go out there and put it in the studio. So I came across Rapping Grandpa, and he was like, well, we'll try you out, test you out a little bit. And I was a loose cannon. I don't have a filter. So I'm just straight up 100 with people. Can't handle it. You know, there's 20 people that will tell you something to cure your feelings. I'll tell you something that'll solve your problem so you won't have a problem anymore. I tend to, you know, it did embarrass him at first a little bit. There's been a few times he's been, when we took our Oklahoma tour, he was like, he told me to shut up in the airport. So I shut up for a whole 5 hours, and then didn't even say hi to the governor. He's like, please, Cano. And he's like, you know, and Teza Beretta at the time, who was on our label, was like, you know, he's going to prove a point, right? He's been right all the way here. Up till now, he's been right the whole time. But you told him to shut up, so he shut up for 5 hours all the way here. Texas, Austin, Texas, back to Oklahoma, all the way back. So, and then Rapping Grandpa literally got down on his knees and said, please, I'll never tell you to shut up again. I know you've been right. Just say hi to the governor. So I said hi to the governor and, you know, cooperated and everything else. Other than that, I always speak how I feel. I believe relation is the best way to get to your audience. I'm just like everybody else. I know inflation went up and our prices are whack and the country's doing whack, and everybody's tired of hearing all the bull crap. So I actually inspired RPG to be a real label, or I wasn't going to be on the label, because I believe realism is what attention grasps people, and relating your music is what inspires people the most. So like, you ever have an emotional day and you click on that track that relates to you the most, it's because it talks to you. It's somebody else there that you can relate to. It's not just you. Maybe not feel so alone in the world, and then maybe have somebody else that understands you. So I like to put that in my music, and I spit that relation into my music. And all my tracks are original. None of them really sound the same. I tried to stay, even though I like Future, he's one of my favorite rappers, all his music pretty much sounds the same. It runs together. So I try to make individual tracks that have different switch ups. I've even had other tracks like my Venom track. I switched up my voice to where I wanted to sound like my own Venom character. So when the beat drops and you hear the chorus come in, it sounds like my own Venom monster while I'm spitting it. So it's unique. I do love and enjoy doing this. But I came up from a hood. All the dark people. I've lived in 9 states across the country. My parents are Navy, so I never really got to have friends. I moved every 2 years. It's like, hey, I'd love to be friends with you, but I'm moving in 2 years. There's freaking no point, But people like this authenticity that I have. I'm not afraid to speak up or say anything that's on my mind. And usually try to benefit people and inspire other rappers. There's been times at shows where people are like, dude, you shouldn't tell people how to improve themselves. There'll be competition. Well, I've built bridges, and if I ever need anything, I have plenty of people that love and care for me because I inspire them, and I want to see everybody grow and improve in life. Same with RPG. I've actually turned him around a few times. We were at a Halloween show, and he was there was a few people hyping him up because he gets like this airhead mode, I think, and he doesn't do it anymore. But he now he's like strictly professional. But he used to get this airhead mode and let other people hype him up. And then I was like, yeah, man, it'll be great, man. And at the time, his wife was going through cancer, and I kind of struck a nerve in him, but it changed his whole perspective about the label industry. Honestly, the label industry, they extort their rappers, they extort their songwriters, and they use that to build themselves up, which I think is morally wrong. You should, care for the artist and support the artist. And if something happens along the way and it benefits you, hey, God's great, cool. But other than that, if music, he told me a long time ago, he said, "Are you about the passion? Or are you about the money?" I said, honestly, I have a talent, so I don't have to worry about the passion. I'm worried about the money because I can't do anything I said I was going to do for my people without the money. I can't make the world spin without the money. So, I mean, he kind of was like, well, I don't know if that'll work or whatever the case may be, but he saw my point in the end of it. Actions speak louder than words. And my actions, even though sometimes I may act like a loose cannon or a party hype, I bring those people in. I bring them in, and then I might have a hype song at first, but then I might have a relatable track later on, and people really feel that vibe, and it tends to stick out in my media performance. Rapping Grandpa, he used to tell me, you gotta fake it to make it. And that's when I said I'm not going to be on this label if I'm faking it to make it, because I don't know how to lie. It takes too much time and energy to think with negative thoughts and collaborate a story and then stick up with it and all that other kind of stuff. I'd rather just be real and upfront. But that, like I said, I did come from a very dark past. Even though I've lived in many states, I've seen the most evil things of people. I was homeless in downtown Wilmington for about 6 years, and just rapping on the corner every Saturday, Sunday, trying to get some money for food in my stomach. And at that point, I also realized that even though nobody saw me and I was a nobody cared, I was able to realize and see all the social inequities between people. I could read a face like a book. And that I considered it a gift. Even though nobody saw me, I was able to experience that and see that. So in doing this and seeing that and growing up through life and then meeting Rapping Grandpa and everything else, I've used a lot of those skills that I had when I had nothing. And I use them in my everyday life now, and just to help people. Because, everybody's sick of the lies, and go Trump. Sorry, I'm a Trump supporter. Anyway, but he pulled all the liars out the closet and like held them accountable. And I think that's what America liked best. They like that type of personality. They want some real. They're tired of all the fake stuff and all the made up crap. Like, want some legitimacy, honestly. And I think that's what I can bring to this label, and that's what I can bring to the world.
Mm.
And I'm continuing on making original music that relates to people.
Okay. Well, that's a great story, and I'm glad you're doing what you're doing, and I'm sure you'll have many years ahead of you. Why don't you tell us about some of the influences, like the big artists? I mean, I'm sure there's a few legends that come to mind there.
I've met Master P,
Mm.
Young Bleed, BMF, BMF Cash. Wu-Tang Clan actually offered me to come to their label, but I turned them down, which most rappers would have been like, dude, what are you doing? That's a giant label. They've been around forever. They could have promoted you and done great things. But, Rapping Grandpa, even though he's an LLC label, he's pulled out of his own pocket hard-earned money that he worked for and took the time to promote me when I didn't have time or I didn't have money. And I get back by trying to help at shows. I'm not worried about scuffing up my shoes and that kind of stuff. I try to build the show to make a moment in time. And I chose loyalty over royalties. And it's always done me good. I don't really care if it did me good or not. I did it because it felt right. And that's just the type of person I am. If it comes down to having to do the right thing or the thing that's going to win you the most, I'm just going to do the right thing. If something comes out of it, cool, great. But as far as inspirations and artists, I used to like a lot of cool hype rap and this bando rap and all this stuff. You go try to live that life, it's a really risky life. You end up going to prison, you lose a lot of time, you don't get to see your family. All that stuff I held dear, and I didn't even really realize it because I was too caught up in being cool. All the cool kids that I know, because I used to be a cool kid, well, all the nerds, they got a better house, wife, and car than I do. And I was too busy being cool and focusing on what I needed to focus on.
Mm.
So my change in inspiration over time, I guess as I've adulted and, got more mature, I like to listen to more newer rap and different styles. And I promote people that have an originality style that I haven't heard before. It's unique. It inspires me to also, have that originality. And that I think it's drastically changed from the inspired rap I used to have that was surrounded much frivolous stuff that led me nowhere. It was nice to listen to and cool to listen to, but it didn't help me really improve as an artist.
Mm. Yeah, and you mentioned Wu-Tang. Obviously, they're legends. I mean, they've been around for a long, long time, and I really enjoy their music. So
That's actually pretty funny. So Wu Tang wanted a guy in a mask, and every show I used to appear in a mask, and it drew the crowd's attention because they're like, "Oh God, who's that mask guy? Oh God, they must got something special planned. I'm going. Let's call her, but there's a mask guy here. He's a mystery mask guy." So even after I turned them down, they ended up picking another guy who was in a mask, but you can't even hear him on the beat. Like, it sounds like a muffle. He's got this big Bane mask, and I don't copy other people. So like I bought a simple $3.99 mask that was just white. I look like the Masked Phantom, if anything. But his quality. I mean, he has this savage rap life, but whenever he goes to a show, they have to really bass boost play his stuff over the top of him because he can't say shit into the mic for the mask because he's deaf. That they couldn't get me, so they picked another guy. Their second, and I guess, and I actually found out his music's not doing so well now. So and that I hated to turn down a legend, but I'm always going to be the person I am and pick loyalty for what.
right, exactly. Well, I guess you're on all streaming platforms, right? And also, are you on all social media? Maybe you have an official website too. Tell everybody
Yeah,
how you can find.
I actually just got on Google, so if you look up anything by Cano, obviously, when I went on Google, there's already a Cano out there. He's a Mexican artist who used to sing R&B and stuff. But funny thing is, when I started coming out and blowing up, even with Time Machine, he took half of my videos and put them all on his page so he could get some more looks at his stuff, because apparently his rating might have gone down. So if you look up, yes, it's going to come up as a Mexican artist, but if you put it in all caps or you put one of my songs by Cano, you can find all my other material and stuff. I'm now on Google.
Okay, well, check him out everywhere on streaming platforms and social media. I know he would love you for that. And just a minute ago, you mentioned Time Machine. That is the video we're going to play. What's the story behind this song? I think it's self-explanatory, but maybe you can let us know.
Everybody wishes they had a time machine to go back and fix that one or two mistakes. We don't. It's ironic. We don't. But I think that's what makes it so relatable. We've all had some troubled past. We've all had some hard times. And wish we had a time machine, but we don't. But, at least, you're not alone. We're not all just built rap perfect and have a rich household and have started off from richness talking about poorness. I came from nothing, literally nothing, and made it here somehow through work and perseverance. So I inspire other artists, if you have a love for music, to keep it real and spit that quality. As we can't go back and fix what happened, but what happened makes us stronger and helped us grow to this point.
Yeah, I agree with you, and it's a great song, and I think you guys are out there going to love it too, and we're going to get to that in a second. But Cano, we're just about to...
even the video has a bando in it. I got to explain this. So we took the camera guy there, and he's from Rich, Virginia, and I said, I'm going to take you to a bando. And he was like, yeah, rapper, yeah, okay, cool. And then we went to a bando, an ice bando, and he saw the women with no teeth that were ready to just go out in the yard and do anything for a freaking bag. And he was like, oh my God, this is hurting my soul, because he's really Christian. And then also in the video, I gave Rapping Grandpa like a elk-looking skeleton mask to be the devil, and he's just like not liking any of this until we got to Midtown and we're out by the golf course and everything. But he ended up liking the video, and the end of it, he just wasn't expecting me to be so legitimately real. So you'll see it in the video.
Okay, well, it's going to start right now, but before we do, thank you so much for coming on the show. Come back anytime you want to plug something new. Maybe we'll have you back on, Cano.
Hey, I'll check out, subscribe to you, and damn share you with my people. I can't wait.
Okay, well, I appreciate that. And here it is, Time Machine by Cano. It begins right now.
I ain't funny yet. What you find in me? No, I don't find it yet. Maybe find the peace. Cause baby, sometimes I can't feel my soul, yeah. Like I don't ever soul, yeah. But baby, sometimes I can't feel my soul, yeah. Like I don't ever soul, yeah. Oh, called the devil for a soul, but he sold out. I remember all the nights it was cold out. Almost in my own damn hometown. Didn't know then, I know now. fantasy, yeah. I saw all the signs, the signs. I won't put it on rewind. Heard baby build a time machine, yeah. All these memories remind me, yeah. Up on rewind. Back on designer, yeah. Yeah, this shit ain't not defining me, yeah. I really wanna find the peace, what you really do find in me. I'll build up a time machine, baby, sometimes I can't feel my soul, yeah. Like I don't ever soul, yeah. But baby, sometimes I can't feel my soul, yeah. Like I don't ever soul, yeah.